Welcome to The Confidence Conversation, hosted by Michelle Beatty. The Confidence Conversation is a series of rich dialogues and insights shared by a variety of professionals in different industries as they unpack their secrets to being confident while sharing the building blocks, career wisdom, and their entrepreneurial journeys. The Confidence Conversation is an expansion of the blog CareerTipper.com.
So welcome back to The Confidence Conversation. I'm your host, Michelle Beatty, creator of CareerTipper.com. Episode 11 of The Confidence Conversation features founder and owner of Mieroglyphs, Tyson Auer. Mieroglyphs was developed out of Tyson's passion for quotes and the desire to create a way for people to witness and experience their quoted message daily in a creative and stylish way. During Tyson's tenure as a Major League Baseball player, he would daydream about starting Mieroglyphs. In 2013, he successfully launched Mieroglyphs and quickly generated a dedicated fan base of loyal customers for the Myro. The Myro is the featured product of Mieroglyphs. It's a handcrafted bracelet that creatively showcases a standard or customized quote of the customer's choice that is supported by cork backing and stainless steel magnetic clasp. Tyson created the Myros to serve as a daily reminder for the wearer to stay focused and motivated by the internal inscription. Tyson is going to share how he is confidently turning his passion to create a product that keeps people inspired to accomplish their personal best into a thriving business. Plus, chat about why promoting the inspirational thought trigger, "It's what inside that counts," has become his personal legacy in the making. Tyson, welcome to The Confidence Conversation.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for having me.
Tyson, when I first became acquainted with the Myro, I was immediately attracted to your bohemian-style bracelet that was chic and durable. When I realized that there is a custom inscription on the inside, a huge smile spread across my face. I knew I wanted one because I feel that professionals keeping quotes and affirmations in their purview is a great way to have a constant reminder near them that inspires them to be career confident throughout their day. So please share the idea or experience that inspired your brand.
Absolutely. When I was playing baseball in my earlier years, I was always motivated by quotes, whether it be, from a movie scene or just a song lyric. I was always motivated by, particular quotes, and I would write them on my mirror as little daily reminders of inspiration, whatever kind of, obstacles I was challenging at life at that point, I'd write it on my mirror. So when I was towards the end of my career, I had a lot of free time on my hands, and I just decided, what the heck, I'll make a way that I can wear those quotes at all times.
I love it. I love it. So what is the root of your interest in hieroglyphs?
Well, it was funny. When I originated the idea for the company, I was actually just out of curiosity studying the ancient Egyptian culture and their mythologies and stuff. It just was an interest to me at the time. And it kind of aligned really well with the brand, because ancient Egyptians were really big into the universe and the stars. And they always, were asking questions, why is this, that? And so stars to them were the guidance, which is our logo represents a galaxy, because these Myros are supposed to be your guidance, as well as the Egyptians were big into the eyes. They believed that they were the windows to your soul, which is kind of your Myro. It's supposed to represent who you are as a person. And, I was just really, they just always have fascinated me.
Oh, that's so cool. So Tyson, what have you enjoyed most about your Mieroglyphs journey to date?
What I enjoyed most about it is seeing what other people all over the world put inside of their Myro. That really inspires me. When I see orders come in, obviously I'm the one who engraves them all, so I get to read them. Some of them are in different languages, but it's just cool to me to see that other people obviously are moved by, words of inspiration as well. And it just just touches my heart when I see wow, they got it, That's what kind of keeps me going.
So which countries have you received orders from?
Oof. Tons. Some I didn't even know were countries until they received the bracelet, which is pretty cool, the power of social media. But our biggest countries who order the most Myros are the UK right now, Canada, Australia orders a bunch. And there's just, all over. But those are the main big ones.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The power of, social media gives your brand like a global exposure. So it's really cool.
I love that. Oh, that's so cool. What inspired your choice in materials for the materials and inscription of the Myro?
Well, I kind of stumbled upon cork leather, which is a really great material, and it makes for a great product, on accident. When I first started the company, I knew that I wanted to be able to carry a quote with me at all times, but I wasn't sure how I was going to accomplish that goal. So I started out with like old jeans, and I was just making denim bracelets and taking them to an embroidery shop and haggling and wheeling and dealing and trying to see if it would be cost efficient to get the quotes embroidered on the denim. It turns out it was really expensive, like for custom especially, because they wanted big run orders. And another thing that was kind of difficult with the embroidering was you couldn't fit as much wordage because it was stitches. So like it had to be a bigger font. So I was, delving into some other materials, and I came across this cork leather while Googling leather substitutes, because I did not want it to be any animal products as well. So I, ordered in some cork leather, fell in love with it, found out that I could easily engrave it, and from then on, it's been the staple and, the fabric.
I love it. It's so comfortable to wear. It's like you almost forget you have it on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it wears really well. So as far as, it's easy to clean. You can't really stain it or anything. It just wipes right off, which is, obviously a big plus if something's going to be touching your skin all day.
How does your tagline, "It's what's on the inside that counts," motivate you personally to live your best life?
Well, it's what's inside that counts is not necessarily what my Myro is, but it's what our company embodies. Because it's, it's like the cliche, it's what's inside that counts, but it's double meaning with our company because the quotes are engraved on the inside of the bracelets as opposed to the outside, because it's your motto, it's your message, not for the world to see. So it's what's inside the bracelet that counts, as well as it's really what's inside you that counts in anybody.
Ooh, I like that. So you're keeping it close to the chest or close to the heart.
Exactly.
I love that. So what's your Myro?
My Myro is, this is actually one of the reasons I started the company, because I really fell in love with this quote. It's "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And it's Steve Jobs quoted that at his Stanford commencement speech. And it just is what he lived his life by. This one quote, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And it just like hit home with me. I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a cool quote. I'm going to, stay hungry, stay foolish. And he got that quote from this magazine, which was called the Whole Earth Catalog. Mm-hmm. And that was basically like Google before computers. And on their very last episode, the very last edition, they announced that like the last edition, we're closing the doors. And on the very back of the cover, their last cover ever, it was just like a windy, meandering road in the middle of nowhere. And there was just 4 words: "Stay hungry, stay foolish." And I just thought that was like so cool. So
I agree.
So all of my Myros say that inside of them, and I take them off from time to time. Just need a little reminder, and just reading those words, just like reinforces. I'm like, yes, I will stay hungry. I will stay foolish.
So how do you stay hungry, and how do you stay foolish?
Well, I stay hungry because I just always want to grow this company and be self-sustainable on it, and make a difference in the world. Like that's what's hungry about me. Like I just want to get out there, make a difference, inspire people, make my little imprint on the world. Mm-hmm. And foolish to me is not sticking with the norm. Not listening to the naysayers or people trying to think maybe one way that's different from my kind of abstract views. So that's kind of me in a way being foolish to them, but to me, I'm not really. So that's why I just love the quote, because you can interpret it however you want as well as you can with any quote. But to me, that's what "stay hungry, stay foolish" means.
I think that's marvelous. I love that. Oh,
Yeah.
very cool. Tyson, how do you manage your time?
How do I manage my time?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I have a full-time job, and I'm actually 2 weeks from now, I'm going full-time Myro, which is really exciting.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And in the mornings, I'm, filling the orders from the previous day, getting all those engraved and getting ready for them to be sent out to wherever they're going. And then I spend a lot of time just doing research and promoting on social media, collaborating with bloggers, just trying to be as productive as possible. And there's no such thing as 9 to 5 when you're running your own company.
No, I get it. Your brand really resonated with me. I love affirmations myself. Like I think they're amazing and just such a very essential to life, to everyday life, to, like you said, be productive, to stay motivated, to stay encouraged. And I just love what you're doing. And I'm really excited to hear that you've built your brand to a point now where you're able to go full time with it. Like, that's really awesome.
Yeah, thank you. No, it wasn't easy. I wish I could say it was, but anything worth having, typically doesn't come easy. So, it's exciting and it's nerve wracking and all the above, but I'm excited for what the future holds, and it will be what I make of it. But I have faith in my brand and my goals. So, there's no stopping me. I'm gonna stay hungry and stay foolish.
Well, indeed, indeed. So, Tyson, please share what made you confident in your choice to be a thought provoker for others to connect and define what their personal well-being is.
Well, I don't think it was confidence, because when I first started this company, I knew that I was motivated by quotes, and I knew I was creating something that I wanted, but I didn't necessarily know that, other people on a scale that they do were motivated by words and quotes and lyrics and all that. So I don't know that I foresaw it. I just kind of designed something that I was proud of and that I wanted, and, other people liked it too.
That's cool. So when did you shift to being confident that this is what you wanted to do long term? What was that moment for you that pivoted you?
Honestly, it was probably as simple as it sounds. Was like when I created the website and I actually got my first sale from like some town in Colorado. I was like, wow, this is really cool. And that's a big moment, I think, for like an e-commerce business, is that first sale. It's just like kind of like, oh my gosh, somebody that I don't know, that's not my friend, that's not my family, is actually buying my product that I designed, that I made. I was like, wow, maybe I can really do this. And one of my very successful friends also told me, when I told him the idea and he wanted to be an investor, I was kind of surprised because it's definitely not his style, but he just believed in, the idea. He told me this, and I'll never forget it. He said, Tyson, this is a great idea. And he said, let me tell you something. The guy who invented the pet rock is a millionaire. So this is a better idea than the pet rock. Go take it and run with it. And that always resonated with me, because the guy who, honestly, he would put little eyeballs on a rock and sell them in a box, he became a millionaire. So I'm like, it's just kind of all what you believe in and how you deliver it and stand by. So
I agree. So what's next for Mieroglyphs?
So what's next for Mieroglyphs is actually really exciting for me. Like I said, I'm going full time in 2 weeks. I bought a vintage RV, and it's in the process of being renovated. It's actually close to being done. And what I'm doing with that is I'm branding it with the Mieroglyphs style, and I'm taking it around the U.S. on tour for an indefinite amount of time, doing pop-up shops, hitting all the big music festivals in 2016, Coachella, Bonnaroo, ACL, Governor's Ball, and just doing pop-up shops at local yoga studios, coffee shops, whatever I can get my hands on along the way. So it's going to be a really exciting adventure, and I can't wait.
That is so cool. So where's the first pop-up shop going to be? Like, do you have a schedule?
Yeah, I'm developing that right now. I kind of wanted to be based around the music festival scene, but they don't really start until March. So in the meantime, I'm going to, really get the pop-up shop functionalities down pat. The first one I'm going to do in St. Augustine, heading out of town, and I'm going to head up the East Coast to New York, do a bunch of, pop-up shops along the way. I probably won't plan my schedule out in between music festivals until the week of, just because I kind of want it to be an adventure along the way, Mm-hmm. No real set time to be anywhere, just kind of talk to the local community, find out what's local there, what cool farmers markets are local, and really, get involved with the local vibe of the community. That's cool. Are you going to Periscope along the way? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Periscope's awesome. I'm a new fan of Periscope. It is. It'll be cool. So it's an addiction. Yeah, it is. You'll have to watch the Mieroglyphs Periscope. We'll be all over the country. Okay, well, I'll be scoping with you, typing in there, chatting with you. Make sure I catch you in that 24-hour replay. For sure. I just have this envision along this trip of, why not be able to work wherever you want to work, anywhere in the world. So I have this vision of, filling orders, sitting on the rim of the Grand Canyon looking out. I just think that would be epic, as well as, driving down the Pacific Coast Highway with redwood trees, promoting the company, stopping along the way, filling orders, just enjoying the time. Great goals, and it will be your reality. Absolutely. What's the best feedback you received to date about your Myros? A lot of people really like the quality of the product because they're all handmade, and I'm pretty tedious and specific about every detail of a piece before it gets sent out. But what I really like is what it means to people. I've had a few customers write back, just how meaningful my product was to them because they were able to write, the last words that their dad ever spoke to them inside their Myro, which is super powerful, that I was able to provide that to them, That's amazing. Yeah, there's just stories of people write, email. It's not everyone, obviously, but I do get feedback like that. It just is wow, this is, I'm going the right way. Yes, I would agree. For a testimony like that of your product, that's huge. Yeah, and and it's different to everybody. Everybody's Myro's, whatever makes them motivated and inspired daily. Very cool. Very cool. If you had to choose a personal theme song, what would it be? A personal theme song. Well, I actually just heard an old song that I loved growing up the other day, and it's by an artist, Desiree, and it's You Gotta Be. I just think the lyrics of that song are freaking powerful. So if anybody that doesn't know that song, it's a great song. Tyson, how did you know when it was time to make the shift from being a 9-to-5 employee to a full-time entrepreneur? When all day, every day at my job, all I thought about was how I could get home and build my company. How did you prepare yourself for this moment that you're getting ready to take? I don't think you're ever prepared for this moment, but you just got to take it. If you sit around and wait for the perfect timing and the perfect opportunity, I think you could possibly wait forever. So I just made it a goal. I set it far out. My 30th birthday is coming up in 3 weeks. So I thought, how appropriate to turn 30 working for yourself. It's kind of scary and exciting. That's an awesome goal, and it's fantastic that you're making your goal your reality. You're not just talking about it. Absolutely. You can't be scared to fail, and that's something I've always, believed and was told. You can't be scared to fail, and you just got to go for it. If you really believe in something in life, you got to, and you have fun doing it and you're passionate about it, you'll be successful at it. What was the response that you received from your support system when you decided that you wanted to go full-time with Mieroglyphs? Totally mixed. Some people, thought it was awesome, and some people thought I was out of my mind because my current job is, a tough field to get into, which a lot of people are are trying to get into it, and I'm simply walking away from it.
And how did you respond to those that were concerned about your transition to becoming an entrepreneur full time?
I just stayed foolish to them, I guess.
Tyson, I appreciate you joining the Confidence Conversation. Thank you. And I want to end this episode of the Confidence Conversation with this affirmation. I choose to improve constantly my thinking and mindset to reflect the life and professional experiences that I dream of to become my unmistakable legacy. Tyson, please share how listeners can get in touch with you.
Yeah, the best way is social media-wise is probably through our Instagram, just Mieroglyphs, hieroglyphs with an M. Follow us there. That's where we do most of our promotional sales and just behind the scenes of the brand, as well as our website, mieroglyphs.com.
Love it. And I also want to share with our listeners that Tyson is extending a free shipping code for the Confidence Conversation listeners. When you go to mieroglyphs.com and you place your order, if you use the coupon code CONFIDENCE, you will receive free shipping for your order.
That's right. Anywhere in the world.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And you can find me, Michelle Beatty, at careertipper.com and on Instagram at careertipper. Visit careertipper.com today and sign up to receive our weekly career motivation emails. They're free. Listeners, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Confidence Conversation. We are grateful for our listeners and guests. For more career confidence motivation, resources, and to share your comments and feedback about this episode and share future guest suggestions, visit careertipper.com. Until next time, be career confident.